meeting is being
Happy Sunday, everybody in Sadior land, everybody on Instagram, everybody on Facebook. We have an all ladies guest show today. We're going to be celebrating Women's History Month. Although these women are making history right now. We got a bunch of beautiful, amazing entrepreneurs, career women. They own their own businesses, organizations, they're humanitarians. And we also have our youngest guest. She's 15 years old, which is my little cousin, Kiki. Her name is Akila. I'm calling her Kiki. Y'all can call her Kiki. Can they call you Kiki? Where is Kiki? Okay, all right, there you go. Yeah, we want to pay homage to her because I know y'all hear me say that, this one is my favorite cousin. I have my other cousin on there. She's going to be telling y'all about her business, which is life insurance. But I call her my favorite cousin sometimes too. But this one, Akila, Kiki, she's really my favorite cousin. I'm not lying. This is my favorite cousin. Kiki, if anybody tell you anything different, it's a lie. I just be trying to make them feel good.
Well, I need to
okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Well, you saying now? You better get it right.
Oh God. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so everybody, hey BK, am I the one echoing?
I don't hear no echo.
No, I see in the comments they saying echoing
on Facebook.
Is that better? Is that better?
Yeah. Oh yeah, echoing.
Yeah, because there's so many damn devices going on. I know this is gonna happen. Does it sound bad? Remy, does it sound bad? Is it still echoing? Is it still echoing? Is it still echoing?
No, you sound better.
Does it sound bad? No, what? No, is it echoing? I hear the comments. They saying no.
No.
All right, so today, everybody, we are celebrating, like I said, we celebrating Women's History Month. And I want everybody to introduce themselves, starting from my far left, which would be Purity. You could tell us who you are. And, oh God, it's saying it sounds bad, the echoing. Maybe if I separate the phones a little. I don't know.
Did you get my request?
What you want? You send it to where?
Brooklyn Fatima.
Okay. No, no, that's Censor. Okay. Okay, hold on. No, you gotta send it again. It says I have no requests.
How I send it again?
You said, how do I send it again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my what do you call that? My engineers in the audience. Does it still sound terrible? Everybody in Sadior land. All right, well, we're gonna start. P, you gotta take your mic off mute. We're gonna start with you on the left. You could tell.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, it's echoing. I don't know. I tried to turn down my phone. Still here, but y'all ready to go?
Yeah.
It's a little delayed on Instagram from the phone. I turned my phone down, but it's still funny. Is it squeaking?
I might probably have to get off one of these, probably. I don't know. Because I don't know if everybody's echoing or just me.
Or maybe I have to.
Can anybody in the comment section tell me who's echoing?
Purity, I'm not Purity. I think it's coming from you, Fatima. If you got 3 devices, one of them you got to turn off or something. Turn the volume down. She did that.
I did turn the volume down.
Mine seemed a little delayed because I'm on Instagram too. And I turned my phone all the way down and I could still hear you when you talking. It's a little
okay,
delayed.
They said I'm not echoing no more. I wasn't talking, so I'm talking now. Am I echoing?
All right. So, yeah.
Remy, am I good? Okay, it said it stopped. All right, so P, you start. I want to like I said, we got an all ladies.
Hello, everyone.
Everybody's gonna introduce themselves, who they are, what kind of company or business you have, starting with Purity.
Hello, everyone. My name is Purity. I'm the founder of the Precise Sense of Hope. My foundation was created due to my daughter, Precise Tucker. She was the avatar when I decided to create this foundation. It's focusing on mental health. Now we're venturing youth intervention services and also sports to help any city youth have something to do, give them something to positive to outlook on and think activities to do while focusing on their mental health, making sure that their minds are right and the family minds are right so they can be productive and positive citizens. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get back to you. We'll have some questions for you.
I don't know if it's a delay.
So the next one to introduce themselves is Nicole. Well, no, we're gonna save Nicole for last because Nicole has a lot of organizations. She be doing the most. We're gonna go with Tressa. Tressa, you can introduce who you are and what kind of businesses you have.
Hi, good evening. I'm Tressa Jasper, and I am a life insurance broker. The Dargan firm is my life insurance, and I also do cosmetics. Volta Cosmetics is my second company.
Yes, we're gonna definitely get into that. We're gonna be promoting, life insurance around here because we tired of the GoFundMe's every time somebody died. We tired of everybody, have to get their ones together. So we're gonna put out her information and she gonna help y'all get, whatever insurance that y'all don't have. So the next one we're gonna introduce is Ayana.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ayana. I'm from Brooklyn, and my organization is Dare to Dream Leaders, Inc. I work with middle school and high school students, and our mission is to empower them to dream big. Two of the main things that we do is every year we host an annual youth summit, free to people all around New York City. It used to be for COVID, it was virtually, but I think we're going to go back in person soon. The second thing that we do is an annual business pitch contest for youth. So if there's any youth out there, if you know anyone who between middle school and high school who has,
we have one on the channel. We got to have.
Yes, any type of business idea. It could be an idea or it could be an actual business. Our pitch contest will be sometime in the summertime between June and August. We'll post that information soon. They win cash prizes, mentorship, and laptops and other prizes as well. So definitely look out for that. And then something new that I'm working on is a public speaking platform to help people who have a fear of public speaking, middle school, high school, also adults. So that is soon to come. Thank you.
Yes, she said the movement. Okay, so we're gonna go one more. We're gonna save Kiki and Nicole for last. Shaniqua could come in. I also have a guest that's here. Everybody, y'all know every celebration, the birthday cakes that I be getting, the fly dope birthday cakes. This is my cake lady.
Hey.
So she's another one that we're going to be highlighting and promoting today. You can introduce who you are and then your company and everything.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shaniqua Tillman, owner of Who Made That Cake Specialty and Custom Cakes. Whenever you need anything for your special occasions, give me a call and I can make something especially for you.
You got to tell them your IG and this is her.
My IG is Who Made That Cake, TOO, as well as Who Made That Cake on IG. And Who Made That Cake on Facebook, but you have to include the question mark.
Okay, she's a little shy lady, so we all gonna we're gonna help her. That's why I got the next guest we're gonna introduce is my cousin Kiki. She's another one that's very, what do they call it? Introvert. She's shy. So we trying to encourage people to have, be able to talk in public and be more sociable and stuff. So
I need the last one.
you need the last one, lady. Oh yeah, Ayana. She the coach. She the coach.
Dream can help you ladies with that. All of ladies who's a little Dream has something.
She can talk to you, but she gonna have to send you an invoice afterwards, right? Okay, so the next guest on the panel that we want to introduce is the youngest guest on, and her name is Akila. Akila, unmute your mic. Shout out to the younger generation.
Yes. Hi, my name is Akila. I'm a dancer at YAL, which is the Youth Arts Association for Restoration Dance. And I'm a student at Brooklyn Arts High School.
Okay. How old are you, Kiki? Hold on. Don't try to run away from us yet. You're gonna be on here with us for a little while, okay? How old are you?
I'm 15 years old.
And what grade are you in?
I'm a freshman. I'm in 9th grade.
She's a freshman in high school, girls. All right. Yes. Let's give a shout out to Kiki, the youngest member on the panel right now.
Hey, Kiki.
We gotta make her feel welcome and make her feel comfortable with talking. Okay, this is her first, what do they call it? Preview.
You
So
did
the
that,
next
Kiki.
one, we're gonna be introducing.
Wow, you could have referred her to Dare to Dream. You have
Yeah, we're
something
gonna
for that remedy.
we gonna do all that. That's what we just introducing ourselves right now. We're gonna get all acquainted today. Where you going, Shaniqua? You see the shy one ready to walk away already. She acting worse than Akila. Okay, so then we're gonna save I ain't gonna say the best for last, but she's very busy. She be all over the place. Every time y'all see me, don't what do you call that? Volunteer, do all that humanitarian work. This is the woman behind it. All right. So let's go, Nicole. Introduce all of your organizations and what you be doing out here in these streets.
I love you, ladies. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. My name is Nicole, aka Nikki. I am the CEO and founder of Life Empowered NYC. We are a non-for-profit organization that pretty much we are geared to empower anyone's lives. We believe in providing families with tools and resources to build their capabilities to become a better self, right? And sometimes we want to be the change we want to see. So my organization is exactly that. We provide that to all over New York City. We fight against hunger by feeding the homeless. Last year we fed 650 families. We do book bag and school supplies giveaway. We gave away 1,000 toys for Christmas to families in shelters and kids in hospitals. We throw a basketball tournament every summer with 1,200 kids that participate throughout the New York City area. And we also have kids that travel from out of state. Oh my God, in April of this year, we're gonna renovate our entire park in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, where I do my tournament at.
In the hood, yes.
Yes. So I got
we out here doing work, y'all.
Yes.
I'm like, that sounds like work for us.
It is. It's coming. It's coming.
Nicole is the one on the team that come up with this right idea to have us all working.
It's coming. It's on April 16th. We are renovating the entire park. It takes up a whole block. It's named to me because I do my basketball tournament there, and I was able to get the company that I work for to pay for it. And it's in Bed-Stuy, which is in my hood and in my community. So I want to make sure that I'm able to make sure we show up as other communities show up for their children and their families. And so we do interview preparation. We do resume workshop. I recently just did, I had some of the managers from my company. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Covenant House, but they deal with the kids who are runaways and homeless. They were sex trafficked. So I was able to get some managers from my company to partner with my organization to interview some of those kids and build a relationship so where we can start hiring them to work for us. And if you don't know, I work for Starbucks. So,
Shout out to Starbucks.
So I want to be able to employ them because we are a big company, and just because they had a past doesn't mean we can't help them with their future. But again, we are a non-for-profit, so we do rely on donations, funding from the city and from the state, and then from corporations to make this change happen in the community.
Yes. Awesome. Listen, everything y'all heard about Starbucks is a lie. They putting this girl Nicole to work. They like racist. What? No, I can't. She's the poster child for Starbucks now.
I agree with you. You know what it is? Everywhere you work, there's going to be racism, right? There's going to be stereotypes. There's going to be hiccups. Nobody is perfect. But I know what they do for me in my community and my organization. I would never say anything bad about them. I think a lot of times we want to always point at the bad and not the good. Like I got them to renovate a school in Brooklyn last year. You know, that cost $70,000 and they pay for it. You know what I mean? So it's a matter of what are you bringing to the table? Who are you working for? And they're giving back to your community and to your area. Yet we hear all the negative or negative talk, but they talk negative about us, right?
Yes,
And
and
we
I
out
get a
here
bunch of
changing
free
the
shit
world.
from them too. Look.
Right?
Every time we volunteer and do stuff, they provide us with all the coffee and all the
Right,
free
and
little
cups.
gifts and stuff.
Don't believe everything you hear, because we are not a bad company. I advocate for them all the time. They take care of my community, and at the end of the day, no one else is stepping in and taking care of us. And I was born and raised in this community, and I don't see people coming in making it better for my youth. So
that's right. Shout out to Starbucks.
Yeah, shout out.
The plug.
Somebody said shout out to Summit High School. Yes, that's the school that I was able to get renovated. We created them a dance room. Like, we built them a brand new dance room. We did their gym. We gave them a teacher's lounge, of course, with a K-Reg with full of Starbucks products. We gave them a mental health room where kids can go in and they can just take a break. They can just really just focus on themselves. They want to read a book, if they want to get on a computer. Like, we created that with lounge chairs and everything, just so they could take a break from whatever is happening outside of school. So again, this project was $70,000, and they paid for everything. Like, Life Empowered did not pay for anything. They paid for everything. And so when you think about what we do for others, that's what's gonna last, and that's what's most important.
Okay. Shout out to everybody on Facebook too. I forgot that I was supposed to be looking on there too. But yes, so welcome everybody. Welcome all the ladies, all the queens, all of y'all amazing women. Now that we all had introduced ourselves, we all going to get acquainted and have some fun. So I know one person that really has to has a time schedule on when they leaving is Tressa. So we want to talk about insurance. We're gonna start with you, Tressa.
Okay. You want me just to talk about the basics of life insurance?
Yeah, well, we're gonna, ladies on the panels, y'all can help me. Y'all y'all the co-host. So we want to encourage, some of the things, maybe you could give some stories and how, to encourage people out there to get life insurance. Okay. We all know, we see it all the time. We on social media. Everybody's walking around with these designer clothes, bags, shoes, cars, in the club, doing everything, but they don't have no life insurance. So This is our girl. She right here. She's putting her information out there. Like, if you guys could do all that, y'all need to secure. And I think it's very selfish for you not to have a life insurance, and then when you die, that burden is on your family. So, you could give your little spill or your speech on, how do you get the people to come in?
You pretty much summed up my spill, because GoFundMe, GoFundMe is not life insurance. GoFundMe is not life insurance. I post it all the time, but that is one of my pet peeves. I see so many people walking around designer everything, and when it's time for them to, when it's time to bury them, because we all have to face the fact that everybody's got to go that way one day. None of us are going to live forever, even though we may want to sometime, but that's not how life is designed. And I go and I look and I see all these GoFundMes, but life insurance when you're young is only like $20. Because it's based off of your mortality rate. And the younger you are, the more you can get for your money, the more bang for your buck. But people wait till they got one foot in the grave, and then they want to get life insurance. And then they go, well, that's all I can get for $50. You're lucky you can get anything at $50. You taking 10 scripts. So it's just important that we get it while we're young. Life insurance is more than just a death benefit. There's a living benefit to life insurance. You can use life insurance while you're alive, instead of when you're dead. But just please plan those things. Plan your final expenses. Plan how you want to have your funeral. Plan how you want your life to end, and make sure that you have something in place, because the Bible says a good man lays up an inheritance for his kids. And a lot of times we don't have an inheritance, but we want to take $100 and put on Jordans for them.
Right.
But you can take half of that and just get some decent life insurance. And you can take the cash value from a whole life policy and take that cash value and you can use that, when your child go to school, if you get it for them when they are infant, which it does not cost a lot of money.
Let
Don't
me
be
ask you a
afraid.
question.
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
encourage them, like, sometimes do you encourage, if the premium is so low, do you encourage them just to pay it up for the whole 6 months or a whole year so they don't even have to worry about keeping up with monthly payments?
Yeah, I do have some clients when at income tax time,
Right.
they just pay their insurance.
Instead of keep buying a new hoopty every.
Yes, and they know it's going to get repossessed. So if you can do that, because you can pay your insurance up for the year, you can pay it monthly, you can pay insurance how you choose to pay it. Just make sure you pay it. And some people, actually, I had this guy the other day. I was asking about life insurance. I was talking about his life insurance, and he says, "My mother has life insurance on me." Your mother's 65, you're 40, you're married, you have kids. Now, your wife.
Buying a bag with the tax check? No.
Correct.
That's what they say in the comments.
Yeah, your wife is not going to have any say so in how you're buried. Your wife is not going to have any say so in the planning of the funeral because your mom have that life insurance policy on you. So everything goes through her. Everything goes through her. So, it's just like, it's not that much in our community. That's why I'm still in life insurance, because I love life insurance and I love educating people. And I think that we have just been so miseducated about life insurance, because some people are afraid to talk about life insurance because they feel like if they talk about life insurance or if they get it on their kids, the kids are going to die.
That's what I was going to say. What do you think is the main reason why our community, it doesn't really, is not big on getting life
misinformed? That's the main thing. And it's just a conversation with the right person. Mm-hmm. And then, I'm so passionate about life insurance. I just want to give everybody life insurance, but unfortunately, I can't afford to pay everybody's life insurance. But life insurance is so important, and it's a conversation that we have to continue having in our community, because we have fathers out here, that don't have life insurance. Every generation is having to start over. Mm-hmm. Every generation shouldn't have to get it out of the mud. Because we should
touch on too.
Yeah, every generation, and it's good that,
no more fish fries, they said, please. Huh? No more fish fries to try to get Auntie Perry.
Correct. And the GoFundMe.
Right.
And every generation should not have to get it out the mud. If we're getting it out of the mud, our next generation should be able to stand on our shoulders. Right. Because we've done the hard work. Now we just need to educate them on the financial aspects of it and what they need to get in place, so that then they can just keep building. Every generation shouldn't have to start over. And like Kiki's on here, and Fatima, that's Vanessa's daughter?
No, that's Gina's daughter.
Gina's daughter, the little.
Yes, she's a whole teenager now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Because I was looking at her, I was like, Kiki.
Dropped all my devices.
She's beautiful, but.
Oh, she looks just like me.
Well, remember, I'm not really your favorite cousin, so you really don't want me to answer that.
Oh God, y'all know I drag shit.
Yeah. But life insurance is so important, and there's so many different ways that we can structure the life insurance.
It was a comment in there, Chester. Somebody said you can use that cash value and put your children through college.
You can, if you get it early enough, not put them through college. If you get enough of it, you can, because we have like Pampered Chef. They started their business off of a life insurance policy. You can look at Master P. He started his business off a $10,000 life insurance that his grandfather left him. You know, and he took that $10,000 and he used it and invested and started his business. And now he's a multimillionaire. You know, so life insurance, it can be used for so many different things, but you can take the cash value from your whole life policy. Now, term policy is going to run out. If you get it for 10 years, 20 years or 30 years, when you get 10 or 20, 30 years older, you're no longer going to have life insurance. Life insurance on your job, you know, that's why you employed. When you're not employed, what happens to your life insurance? You don't have any. So now you have to get more life insurance.
I want to ask you a question. Like,
yes, ma'am.
What is, okay, like, do all life insurance require you to have a job or get medical examination and all that? Because my concern is one of the target areas that I would, if I was a life insurance representative, is targeted the hustlers and stuff. You know, because it's like they don't have insurance. What would prevent them from getting insurance? Like they could get insurance with no job and no, I mean, like, what is the requirements?
Well, really, I don't really get into the job and all of that stuff. Mainly if they have a good medical. Now, you can't take a hustler and they're going to take, $20,000 and they want to put it in a life insurance policy without somebody going to ask where that money come from. But if they getting burial and final expense insurance, they definitely can do that. But a lot of times those are the ones that feel like they're invincible, that they're never going to die, and they're living that. Huh?
And those are the ones that need it more, especially, I mean, correct. I just want to emphasize on how selfish it is for you not to have insurance. And even, I don't care if you a hustler or you out there, you think you have money. If nobody has access to that money, like,
correct. That's what I was going to touch on.
I want to give a brief little story, which, recently, everybody, a lot of people from our neighborhood might know her. A girl named Tasha had passed away, and she was very popular in our neighborhood or whatever. She was in a gang. I know when we were young. I don't know if she was now, but it took them over a month and a half, almost 2 months, to bury her. She had a GoFundMe that was taking forever. I don't even know. I donated to the GoFundMe. I don't even know if she got enough to get buried from the GoFundMe, but it made no sense that, I'm saying, that this young lady had to sit there not being buried because the funds wasn't there. We keep hearing this story over and over again. When are we going to change this? It's not fair. And it's not fair. Like, let's say me, I do have a decent job and I got a savings, and God forbid something happened to one of my family members. Now I got to go into debt or use up all my savings to bury you because you weren't being responsible or you're being selfish. Like, come on, the culture, we got to stop this. Get life insurance. We got money for everything else. We got money for weed. We got money for liquor. We got money for wigs. We got money to get our nails done. Stop being selfish. Stop being a burden on your family when you die. It's not right. We got those people that are responsible in the family. Encourage the other ones that y'all know that don't have insurance to get insurance. Because at the end of the day, when you don't have this discussion with them when they're alive, everybody, if you are the responsible one in the family, everybody's looking at you like you're supposed to put thousands and thousands of dollars. Right. Well, she got it, and he got it. I'm telling my family now, if you don't got insurance, I'm not depleting my savings to bury you. I'm not doing that. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about me. We need to get responsible and start think like planning for our future. We all gonna die. None of us don't know when our expiration date is. So to be sitting there and thinking, oh, I'm gonna get it next week, or I get it when I turn such and such and such. Like, let's stop being ignorant. This is what this show is about. I'm trying to just like have uncomfortable conversations and trying to change the thinking of our culture. Like, I see so much goofy shit that's going on that we done normalize, that we got to change. We done normalize not getting life insurance. We done normalize getting GoFundMes for people when they die. This is crazy. We have to stop.
And also I want to touch on, sometimes people say, well, I'll save up and I'll use my money that I have in my savings account if I die. But if no one have access to that money, how are you going to be buried? No one has access to the money. If anything would happen to you today or tomorrow, you don't have a life insurance in place, then how are you going to say that money that I've saved up, I'm going to put it there and you can use that money for my burial? You can't.
And we all Black, and you know how we are when we don't be letting people know where our money at and everything. Motherfuckers die. We don't know. You had the stash. Where the stash at? You ain't tell nobody because you ain't trust somebody. I remember when my grandmother died, we cleaned up her apartment. We found Kiki on there. Kiki, my mother in the background. We found money stashed all over the place. Like, you don't know. These people be hiding money. They ain't telling nobody where it's at. And you depending on grandma and mama, they getting old and senile. You don't even know if they paying these your life insurance. You think, because I heard that story a lot of times. Oh, my mother have insurance on me. You be thinking that your mother have insurance on you, and your mother and your grandmother done let it last years ago.
Or it's not enough. They can, they can have like a $5,000 policy, but funerals now is about $10,000. So they can have that $5,000, but it's just not enough. Or they did take a policy out on you, but it was a term policy and it then expired. So then what happens? You're still uncovered. It's an uncomfortable conversation, but it's definitely a needed conversation in our community, that life insurance is not, and let me not get on the church folks that say, oh, I don't need life insurance because I have blessed assurance. Now that's just ignorant.
All right, so I'm going to read some of the comments and you're going to give your handle, and then we're going to move on to the next guest. But some people were saying, get your house in order, preach. I got it for me and for my kids, not for no GoFundMe. Say that again. Changing the narrative and the mindset. Another person said, you think but didn't know, lapsed or wasn't paid. Yes. Somebody said our culture just don't know. So we want to get, if anybody out there that don't have life insurance and they need life insurance, or they don't want to have a conversation with you, how can they get in contact with you? Could you give them your number,
your social media? I can give you my phone number. My phone number is 917-375-0094. Please, if you call after 7 o'clock, it will go to voicemail, and I will contact you the next day. Or
get them time boundaries.
Okay. Yes.
Don't be calling my cousin at 12 o'clock at night talking about, I want to talk about life insurance, because we ain't doing that.
We are not. We are not.
Repeat the number.
So it's 917-375-0094. And I can insure almost anyone. Please read all in between the lines.
Hanita. And your in case they want to call, you could give them your social media if they want to DM you as well.
It's Tress D Jazz. Tress TRESSDJAZZ. And I'm working on getting my Instagram and my social media for my insurance company. And it'll be a form link there that you can just put in your information and it'll come straight to me if you have any questions about life insurance. So I'm working on the website and everything for that now. That's under construction.
Okay.
Okay.
So P, we're gonna move to you. You can unmute your mic, Purity. You gave us a brief summary, but you want to get more in depth on what do your company, your organization do, and what motivated you to start the organization?
My organization, like I said earlier, is the Precise Sense of Hope. It was created for my daughter, Priscilla. We focus on mental health. We give back to the community. Mainly, we focus on Astoria and the Long Island City area. We have double Dutch contests.
Turn the phone down, please. I hear speaking.
Turn the phone down?
Yeah, turn the one down that you
used,
I believe.
Y'all hear me now? It's still echo?
No, you sound better now.
I know somebody was saying they didn't hear me on Instagram, huh? What you said, Fatima?
Okay, no, I can hear you good. It's not squeaking anymore.
Oh, okay. So my foundation is the Precise Center of Hope. We focus on like mental health, bereavement, like people who dealing with life challenges. We also give back to the community. We have back to school giveaways. We give out book bags. We give kids haircuts, get their hair done if they, need it. We give back to the community. We're going into intervention services, and we're also going to start doing youth services like football and conditioning training also. So we're branching out into different things like that, and we just
And
want
they
to get
have
everybody in
dance,
mind.
they have dance contests at your organization. What was the lady that the one that be dancing?
Oh,
Lady?
Gail and Gail.
Yes, yes. They have the good cookouts. Her organizations have the good cookouts where they be having the real shish kebabs. They be on that grill. We be having real good food. But I digress. Go ahead.
Yes, we try to feed people. We try to feed people good. At all my events, we have like lots of meals and good food, to give out to the community, just to give people comfortable. Anybody with a full belly. If food is involved, I know I'm in. So I know people will be in.
Yes.
And we just want to get people minds right. Like, a lot of people are out here suffering and going through a lot of things. And that's why we don't have we hear so much going on, because people be ready to snap. They don't really deal with what's going on with them mentally. Mm-hmm. So that's what my foundation is about, pretty much.
Heavy purity's just keeping it light, but she's heavy on the mental health aspect. Very heavy on it. She's one of my most level-headed friends. Like, she looks at things, because I don't know if it's because you went to therapy, but she has a good level head. She look at everything from every perspective. She get a little ratchet sometimes, so do I, but but for the most part, she got her mind right, and even underneath the circle, some of the situations she went through. I mean, I commend her on her how healthy you are. You have processed everything, and you still are processing things.
Yes, it's all about healing. Like, everybody has things. Everybody went through things in life, and you have to heal from them. So it's all about how you handle it and how you're willing to heal from them. Sometimes it's hard, it's tough. I have my days. Everything is not always perfect.
Because March is a hard month for you, isn't it?
Yes, March. Actually, in 10 more days, it will be the anniversary of my daughter's death. So March is very hard for me. I try to mentally prepare myself for that day. So I in your mind, you're like, oh, you have anxiety. But sometimes, you just got to let things flow. You got to just be open-minded and allow yourself to be grieved. Allow yourself to cry. Be kind to yourself. Allow yourself to be angry, because I'm still very angry. So I have to deal with that. So it's a lot I'm still working on and dealing with. And I have other kids, so I have to be mindful of how I grieve and how I react to things, because I can affect their well-being. And I also want their mental health to be okay,
So I don't wanna this is for messages for people that might not be on right now, or might check it later or whatever. I was just having a conversation with somebody who was one of their friends had lost one of their children 2 years ago, and she's like struggling really, really bad. And is there any advice that you could give to anybody out there that has lost, a kid on, some point?
I would say, I would tell them to seek therapy, seek help. Go for a neutral outside person, because a lot of people tell you to run a church, which God, I don't get me wrong, religion, because I was upset with God a lot, but I don't know how I would have got through this without him. Every day in the mornings, I always tell people it's my hardest. So on my way to work, my car and God is the people who I really dump on and I cry to and I talk to. But go to therapy. Therapy will help you a lot. Like, you'd be surprised, because I always be like, what can somebody else tell me that I don't already know? You'll be surprised. So
Right.
to me, go to therapy to try to get through it, because grieving, you will grieve for the rest of your life. So don't put a hold on it. Some people be like, oh, it's a year now, 4 years now, it's 20 years now, let me get over this, or I'm upset, I'm still hurt. No, you allow yourself to be hurt, but also be kind to yourself and know you want to heal and be also productive and move ahead. You don't want to keep on living in the past. You have life do go on, but you're gonna still grieve. So just be kind to yourself and try to seek help from an outside source, or get with groups like the Precise Mental Health. Try to connect with people
Put the
who
plug
understand
in.
your loss. Huh?
I said that's why plug your organization.
Yes, Precise Mental Health is a group, as a parent group that, we get together, we communicate online. I have different things on Facebook. I have little groups on Instagram that, we talk, us grieving parents, we talk and try to be there for one another.
So Purity is
Simone said I'm echoing on Instagram.
I know
She
that.
said I'm echoing bad.
All right, that's why I think it's you, and I don't think it's me. So we're gonna hurry up and wrap you up. But what I wanted to say, those people out there that, like you said, you have your organizations. Now, P is one of those people that are very helpful, and she'll help anybody. So if there's anybody out here right now that's listening that might view this on YouTube, y'all can always, don't feel no kind of way. I'm throwing you underneath the bus. Hit her up in her DM or whatever, and follow her. And if you reach out to her, she will be more than happy to speak to you. And then, again, you could go through her organization, but sometimes that people not tech savvy and all that. Y'all could hit up directly on what's your social media page?
It's Precise Mental Health. My website is foreverprecise.org. So you could go on there, you could send me an email through there and give me your contact information, or you could go to my Precise Mental Health page on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll get back to you. I'll try my best to help you, but like grieving, there's no way one way to grieve. There's no way I can't tell you. I could just go for my experience. Everybody's experience is different. Everybody grieves different. So just be kind to yourself, and I could just assist you and navigate you into the right direction and try to point you to therapy. Give you some assistance on how to find therapists, because like therapy is not a one fit all. You have to shop around for a therapist. So the first one might not be a good fit. The second one might not be a good fit. So, you have to shop around. A lot of people get discouraged because the first therapist they go to. Yeah. So the first therapist they go to, they're like, oh no, I don't. But just keep it up, keep going, be persistent, and, begin your healing journey. Don't live in your anger. Don't live in, just continue to try to heal.
Thank you, P. So we're gonna talk to you, Akila. Okay, so I want to share a story with this. I felt like I wanted to have Kiki on here because we have all she's 15, I'm 26. The rest of them is all like in the Yes, I'm 26, guys. So we have all kind of ages on here, whatever. But we have what happened to Kiki?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right. You move from one side of the screen to the other. So I felt like we needed to have a younger generation on here. Let me tell y'all about Kiki. Kiki, listen, she is such a sweet little girl. You know how everybody be like, oh, you can never swear for your kids and all that. I swear for her. So if somebody says she did so, I'll be like, y'all fucking lie. What y'all do to her, okay? I don't play about my Kiki, all right? So Kiki is one of those, amazing kids. And I'm not just saying that because she's my cousin. She really is. Because even if she wasn't amazing, I would just be like, I love her little badass or whatever. But I was talking to her the other day in regards to how first of all, Kiki, like she said, she's a freshman in high school. I was so concerned because she's such a quiet kid. She stays to herself, even around family. She's not really that, much of a talker. And we know the era that we in, these kids is really bad. They active, they fighting all. I was just like so concerned So when she was coming, you know, getting ready to go to high school, you know, I took her out, took her shopping, took her eating. And I was just like talking to her about how she feel, you know, is she ready for high school and all that. But I want to tell them the little quick story how I tested her. I wanted to test her to see if she was going to feel peer pressure. Go ahead, Kiki, you want to tell a story?
You can tell it.
No, we try to encourage you to talk more. What did I try to encourage you to do and you passed the test?
Okay, she took me to Red Lobster in Gateway, and we was done with our food, and she tried to get me to take the steak knife and put it in my bag so she could have it at home.
I was like, Kiki, oh, I like these steak knives. You take it, put it in your bag. Kiki was not having it. Kiki was like, no, I'm not stealing. I was like, it's all right. You want me to somebody put this out, put it in your bag. She
had her own bag. She could have put it in hers.
Very
but
smart.
It was
Very
just a
smart.
test.
Yes.
It was a test that she passed with flying colors, and I was so happy. And I was like, this is the type of stuff that you're gonna go through in high school. You're gonna be hanging out with people, and some people are gonna be stealing and doing stuff that you're not into, and they're gonna try to encourage you. If you could tell me, who am I? Who am I to you?
Yeah, my cousin.
No, which cousin?
My favorite cousin.
Okay, yeah. If you can tell your favorite cousin, no, I ain't stealing that with you, you better be able to tell, you know, them people in high school, junior high school and high school, that's gonna be, you know, trying to peer pressure you into doing stuff that you're not necessarily, you know, want to do. So it's just like, we got to talk to our youth and make sure we be, you know, positive role models. And sometimes, like my homegirl Kiki, my homegirl Mimi, she on it as just Mimi. She was talking, you know, she was on the show the last show, and she's going to be on I will promote that next week too. We're having a women's celebration, but she was talking about, don't just ask your kids when they come home from school, how was your day? Did you have a good day? And they just say yes. No, we have to get more descriptive. Like, okay, what did you do, Kiki? Did you, you had a good day, but what else did you do? So I was sitting there prying her, like trying to get all, you know, have a conversation with her the other day. And I was just like, so disturbed about, you know, some of the stuff that she was telling me. So I had bought, her birthday just passed. Tell me your birthday in case they want to send you some more gifts. Give them your cash out. No, I'm just playing. You know that you do that now. They throw their cash out down there for everything. Tell them when it was your birthday.
My birthday was February 20th.
February 28th. She turned 15.
20th. 20th.
So that next year is the big 16. Mm-hmm. My cousins is saving up the money now for that big 16. So anyway, I bought her a bag for her birthday, and it was a red bag. So I was gonna get, you know, some red, the belt and the glasses to go with it. And something, you know, I was at the house, and I was telling her parents they should get this or whatever. It's a designer bag, and I said these shoes and these sneakers in a bag, and I mean these sneakers, belt, and glasses go with it. And her father said something that I disagreed with, but then I started thinking about it after I left and talked about it to other people, and they was like, yeah, he absolutely right. So she was like, her father was like, no, we're not getting her all of that red. And I was like, why? They said, you know, it's these gangs out here, and I don't want my child wearing all that red. And I just thought about it, and I'm just like, who's gonna bother her? She's not in a gang and stuff like that. And I just didn't even look at it like that. So how is it out there, Kiki? Do you see a lot of gangs in your age bracket and stuff?
I don't see it personally, but I know that in school, like even when I was in middle school, there's a lot of kids going around talking about, I'm in this gang, you know, with throwing up gang signs and stuff. And most of them just say it to say it. There's probably like 1 or 2 kids that are actually in it, but people are thinking that it's cool nowadays, but it's really dangerous.
Mm-hmm. So do you feel safe as you know, a youth out there? Do you feel safe while you're taking a train or in school and everything? Is it like a lot of fights going on these days, or is, you know, what is the climate out there as a young lady?
In my school currently, I feel pretty safe. There's like fights now and then because of girls or friendships and stuff, for little petty stuff. But recently, the principal, the assistant principals, the teachers, they've been really strict nowadays, like getting kids out of the hallway and into the classes when they need to be and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel pretty safe in school. But like while going home or going to school, there's like people on the trains that come like asking around for money. Yeah, which is kind of scary because like if you say no, then like you never know what they're gonna do. I know I was coming home from dance the other day with my mom, and there was this guy in the train station and he was following a lady asking for money. And then there's police standing there that's just not doing anything and waiting till he comes back down the station to say something. And it's like, if he would have pulled out something and stopped her, it would have been too late because the police are just standing there.
So you feel a little scared on taking public transportation?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But like I stay to myself though. I make sure I stand in the middle of the platform so nobody tries to like push me into the tracks or something. Yeah.
This is sad that this is what.
Yes, you gotta use situational awareness. Be aware, don't be in your phone. And this is the sad times we're living in, but it always been like this. But I don't know if it's because of social media. We're getting to see it more, but it's really rampant. It's really bad out there. So stay safe, Kiki, and be vigilant.
Whenever you feel uncomfortable, just don't do it. Whatever situation, don't want to do something, just simply don't do it. Walk away. Be okay with whatever someone has to say about you. Say no and walk away.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to highlight on not only is she cute and has a beautiful personality, we're gonna talk about these grades though. You know what I'm saying? Let's tell them how your grade is, your GPA, what kind of grades you be getting.
So far for the first semester, my average is a 95.2, I believe. Yeah.
If you a black girl, do your thing.
Yeah.
Yes, and Kiki has always been like that. I can't tell you how many award ceremonies and awards that she be getting since. I don't know. Let me tell y'all, her mother and father is like dirt old. I was a little concerned. I was a little concerned, but you know, being that they had her so older, I guess she got that little smart gene in her. So, because as soon as she popped out, she was always smart. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Dennis and Regina. But yeah, so she been getting good grades, like you said. You said earlier when you did the brief introduction that you also are in dance school. What kind of dance school are you in, and how do you know?
I danced in high school, and they gave us a flyer one day.
Junior high. You just got to high school.
Yeah.
You said you danced in high school as if you're not in it now. But go ahead, continue.
She said junior high school.
Yeah, I danced in my current high school right now. And one day they gave us a flyer and told us to audition for YA, which is the Youth Arts Association at Restoration. And I danced there. I do African, ballet, and modern. And it's usually it takes like an hour and 30 minutes every day and 2 hours on Fridays. So I dance literally every single day of the week except for Sunday.
Kiki, I hate to interrupt you. Shout out to, listen, you know, Kiki always been a little, fluffy, cute and fluffy. But I don't know, before she came to high school, she started dropping that way, girl. Me and her can't even wear the same clothes no more. We used to wear the same size, right, Kiki?
Yep.
So I don't know if it's the well, it's not the exercise, it's not the I mean, I know that helps the gym, but you started losing weight before then too. I mean, when I say that this girl is this well-rounded in every area, she's this well-rounded in every area. That's why I said if we out here celebrating for Women's Month, we gotta have my girl up on here too, to give her accolades and her flowers right now too. I just want you to know that I'm proud of you and continue being the person that you are. Now you can finish saying what you were saying. Go ahead.
I was
Billie Holiday.
Billie Holiday dance. Yeah, that's where I dance at. I have a show coming up, Dance Africa, so stay tuned for those dates. Get your tickets to come and watch.
Yes, everybody, y'all gonna hit me up to get the tickets to see her. Y'all better get it while it's on the low right now, because she's gonna be on the, the big leagues. It is gonna cost you. The prices, what it say? Tomorrow prices is not gonna be the same.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is math. Yeah.
Okay. When do we hear that? Y'all know we don't. You know, Black people don't be liking math. She said,
Kiki, I love it.
Subject.
I have a bachelor's in math, Kiki. I love it. I love it. Good job. I love it.
So it was
breaking down all stereotypes. They say girls are not good at math. That's not true. It's two of them on there. Because I was part of the stereotype. Math wasn't my favorite subject, but I'm happy to see some sisters on here good at math.
So Kiki, don't leave, because I want you to hear what Ayana got to say, and maybe you guys can link, because she gears on. This is your cue, girl. Ayana. Look, this girl. Hello, Earth to Ayana. To unmute your phone.
Oh, I forgot I muted it, so y'all couldn't hear no background. And I'm not on Instagram anymore. I mean, I'm off. You gotta accept my request.
Okay.
Sorry.
You got banged off.
Yeah. What was your question?
Okay, no, I was saying that this is your cue where I want you guys to link, because your business is geared to children, right?
Yes. Can y'all hear me on Instagram or no? Okay.
Go ahead. If they can't hear you, they'll put it in the comments. They'll say it.
All right. Awesome. So yes, definitely, Kiki, keep doing what you're doing. I definitely specialize working with middle school and high school students. So, everything that you're doing with your grades, all of that is going to propel you for whatever it is that you want to do. With my organization, we meet the kids where they are. We do have 5 pillars of success to help navigate them, but we base it on what their goals are, whatever it is that they want to be. So we have our programs for entrepreneurship. We have our program for career development if they want a job.
Oh, wait a minute, Ayana. They saying that they can't. Y'all can't hear Ayana?
Can y'all hear me now without background noise?
Our engineer Simone in the comment section saying we can't hear. Can you talk, Ayana? Let's see if you can hear, if they can hear you now.
Hi.
Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Testing,
I'm not supposed
testing.
to be talking. They gotta see if they can hear you. They can hear my
Testing. They said they could hear me. I had it muted before.
Okay, yes, they can. Go ahead, girl.
So yeah, so my organization, Dare to Dream Leaders, we have 5 pillars of success, which we incorporate into our youth program. So we work with youth who want to be entrepreneurs. We talk about that in our workshops. Financial literacy, how amazing would it have been for us all to know about credit scores and things like that at Kiki's age, right? We do community service like Nicole does. We partner with organizations. We host our own. We also do, when we're in schools, normally we're like an after school program, but we haven't been in a while. But we have a creative arts program. So what we do to date with our annual youth summit, we infuse all of those things together. So it'll be like one big day of activities. So we have workshops, we do vision board workshops, we have entrepreneurship workshops, We have panels that involve, we usually have youth that come and talk about maybe their experiences going to college, their experiences having their own businesses. And then with the arts, we usually have entertainment there. And then I shared earlier that we started something new. This is now our 3rd or 4th year doing a pitch contest where we have youth who have business ideas or even already have businesses where they can pitch their ideas to a panel and have the chance to win money and prizes such as laptops and other things like that. So that is done annually. Whether we do it in person this year is still in question, or we do it virtually. Either way, it's still a success and you can still participate in it and practice for your pitch, to pitch your business idea. Yes.
I want to intervene and ask you more about the teaching them about credit young, because that is something that was not taught to me, and I'm sure wasn't taught to you guys either by your parents. Most parents wasn't teaching. They was sitting there getting, phone bills and shit in our name, and they wasn't.
Not my experience, but I've heard.
No, my mom didn't get in my name, boo. But we know the stories.
Yes.
But they didn't teach us. My mom definitely did not teach me nothing about credit. Back then they used to act like credit was a bad thing. No, I use cash. I don't use credit. Yes. You know what I mean? So, I think it's very good that your organization is teaching young adults, not even young adults, young kids about credit early, because credit is essential.
Absolutely. So we do that through our workshop. So we, even with our business pitch contest, it's an entrepreneurial business pitch. So prior to that, we have a program that they can also join where we help them coach to get their idea. And through that, we're teaching them about businesses, and we're also teaching them about the importance of credit, because honestly, you can't have a business if you don't have, not that you can't have a business, but it's going to be rough to get loans or grants and things like that if you don't have good credit. Because initially, when you start your own business, you have to rely on your personal credit initially. And, I tell all the youth, your credit is your saving grace. You can't buy a car, you can't buy a house, all those things that you want. Now, it's not to say that you can't, but I actually was talking to my daughter on her way to school the other day, and there's this commercial where the guy sounds like Medea, and he's like, you could buy a Kia, and my credit score was 500.
Get on down here now.
Right. So I said you can buy a car.
He got a Benz at the Kia dealership.
Right.
That, but go ahead.
You can buy a car with a 510 credit score, but you're going to be paying in interest double that. So it's not feasible. For somebody with good credit, they're not going to be paying interest. So having those conversations, my daughter is 9 years old, so I'm planting those seeds. With my organization, we work with youth, middle school. Sometimes we work at elementary, but our base audience is middle school and high school students. But even that young, we're breaking it down to tell them about credit in a way that they can understand. And one way that I do it, I don't know if y'all can see it, but because we can't be everywhere, I wrote a workbook, and it's called Beyond Career Day.
She's also an author, guys. I'm telling you, I'm with a powerful group of sisters. She's an author, she's a business owner, she's a career woman. Come on, get into it. You a black girl, do your thing.
So yes. So I wrote this workbook. What I used to get invited in every year to speak to middle school students during career day. I know many of the students. Kiki, you ever been to a career day at your school when they invite different business owners and people from the community in?
Yes, it's been a long time though. I haven't been to one of those since kindergarten.
Yes, so they still
what? We're gonna have to get up to her school. You're gonna have to.
So let me tell you, every time I went to a career day, they actually sparked my idea to write this book. Two reasons I wrote the book. One was because of me going to these career fairs, and two, I can't be everywhere in the organization to everybody. And this book has all the things that we teach in the organization, so kids can have it even if I'm not there. But anytime I would go to these career days, I would see these young girls dressed up, supposed to be going to interviews. They had on 4-inch heels, They had on these little skirts.
That was me.
Gosh, where y'all going? Who's teaching y'all how to dress for success?
Don't
You're
get
not
on my
going
show judging me, first of all.
Listen,
Okay?
listen.
You're not about to
You
do that.
show up for the job that you want.
Cleveland out. You know Blanche. You know me. I'm Blanche. I'm coming to
What
the
position you going
And
for,
this
Fatima?
one-
That's all I gotta say.
Right.
What position?
And then, so with the career day, it's just one
Why they
day.
wasn't hiring me?
So with career day, it's literally just one day. So I'm like, what tools can we give these kids that they can live with and grow from after Beyond Career Day? So that's where my book came from. It's called Beyond Career Day, because I wanted to give them something they can have tangible. And in the book, it has how to write your resume, how to dress for success, how to write a cover letter, tips on job interviewing, how to answer job interview questions, how to write your vision board, and then also letters from different business owners and other people who have succeeded, to like a dear John to your sister. All that stuff is in this book to empower whoever has this book, whether you're in middle school, high school. Even adults have told me that this book has helped them, even though it says for middle school. But this package
I
here
know I'm
is
about
for,
to say I need to give me a copy. Lord have
it's for
mercy.
anybody who wants to progress in their career, progress in their life. It doesn't matter what you want to do or be. This book will help you, motivate you to get there and give you actionable tools to make it happen. So that's me. And then the last plug I want to talk about is the public speaking thing. I'm actually going to school right now.
Doesn't she sound like an expert? Oh, no. Then you also got to tell them that you're a professor. When I tell you that this girl, you also, not only is she a mom, she's a business owner. She has a career, two careers. She's also a professor and an author. Come on, get into it. Don't be acting like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, let them know.
So yes, I'm actually going to school right now.
Do your thing.
Super dope,
So
yes.
She's
right now
also
for my
a
PhD.
professor, a college
Super
professor.
dope.
You hear me? Come through, Ayana.
Thank you, girl. Thank you,
She's
girl.
my favorite professor.
Yeah, they deem me the favorite professor. I'll take it. So yes, I've been teaching at City Tech. I graduated from CUNY, CUNY. So I'm teaching back at the school that I graduated from. And I'm actually going back to school now. I'm doing my doctorate, my PhD in leadership and innovation. And that's where I'm building my next vision for the public speaking platform. So that I'm actually doing that in conjunction with me going back to school. So Dr. Future Nathaniel is my Instagram. So you can follow me there. Dr. Future Nathaniel.
Kiki, do you feel inspired by all of this powerful women?
Yes.
You feel inspired?
That's right. You can do,
Wow.
be, and have anything. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Dream big, girl.
So
Fly
Fatima,
high,
thank you
dream
for this
big.
platform. And I love all of this sister circle. You know, I love that you brought someone, you know, one of our youth who can see what we're doing, no matter what age. You can always start over. My saying is, as long as you have breath in your body, you can start over and do whatever you want. You can start over 1,000 times. If one idea didn't work, you can go ahead and start something else. Every time I tell my daughter I got homework, she's like, I can't see my mom,
Hold on, Ayana.
41 years old, doing homework.
Ayana, they said you also make flyers. Yes.
Yes. You better get to getting the mind.
And that's
We got a
all.
deadline
Yes,
tonight.
she does.
Get to work it. The deadline is over.
Right, Simone.
I know, look,
I'm
but
just thinking.
Purity's like, Ayana gotta go. TikTok.
You gotta work.
But that's me. So if y'all want to find my book, it's on Amazon. It's on Barnes and Nobles. You can get that anywhere, or you could just DM me and I can mail you a copy and sign it for you if you like.
And tell them about the other thing. Aren't you a farmer too? Don't you plant corns and
No.
Going.
Listen,
Yo,
know
honestly,
your strengths. Okay, I say all
Ayana,
my
if
ladies.
we sit there and congratulate Ayana for everything she do, she be on our timeline every goddamn day. I be like, all right now, okay, all right, yeah. I'm not putting her on
She's
my timeline again.
amazing. Keep up the good work. Keep up the dopeness, because we need you in our
So
circle.
we love her. We
need
love
the
her.
inspiration.
She is
We
the
need the
go-to
knowledge.
person. Yo, anything you need, she just now coached me. And last night, hoping I don't get no invoice. I'm telling you, I hope that was a freebie.
Listen, I'm gonna catch you on the back end for that, because that was because the product that came out of that coaching was bomb. So
I'm working on a project, y'all. I'm gonna be quiet, but I'm coming through. I'm just
let it come to fruition.
yeah, we're gonna be hosting this for you soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking into
We're gonna take
existence.
over Uncensored. That's what we're gonna do. So tell your people that we're taking over.
Yeah.
You hear that, Mark?
Tell Sadior Radio, I'm coming in as the host.
Right.
All these different personalities, I'm for it. We could all do it. We could all co-host Uncensored every show. I'll be needing the help.
All right, I'm passing the mic to Nikki. To Nikki. Nicole, pass the mic.
Another one that do everything.
Wait a minute, Nikki, we did talk about it, but go ahead, Nikki, you can talk some more. Go ahead.
I talked enough about Life Empowered. I'm just
you did. I
about
forgot you did talk, but I don't know if you plugged enough.
Are we gonna make Shamika talk more, because she's sitting here?
Yeah, let her talk more, than I'll follow up behind her.
Shamika, let's interview you. What made you start your business? How did it start? What made you do it? What encouraged you to do it?
Well, there were several reasons. Of course, my mother suggested it, and I totally ignored her 100%.
Hold on for this interruption. Everybody on the panel has tasted her cakes, so we all can vouch for that.
Very good. Very good. Delicious.
Some people in the comment section. This the girl. Yes. This is the face behind who made the cake. Even though she didn't want to put her face
That's
out
as lovely as those cakes.
I made her. Isn't her face beautiful? Why wouldn't she want to show her face?
Yeah.
Like, we about encouraging that.
Ayana gonna get her together. Ayana gonna help her speak.
She already said she impressed by Ayana, so she gonna help you get your confidence up.
You welcome in advance.
Yeah. But go ahead, tell your mom.
Yeah, she suggested it. I didn't want to do it. I totally ignored her. I had a coworker who made cakes, and I thought they were beautiful. So she took me under her wing and she taught me how to make cakes. Also, I wasn't getting to where I wanted to be in corporate America. So I decided, well, if they're not going to give me what I want, then I might as well do my own thing. That's just my
absolutely.
And
bring your own table, bring your own chair.
Yes,
absolutely.
Everything.
So let's just talk one thing about you have to be warned when you call her. You know, you may have an idea, but she might have a better idea when you call about your cake.
Preach.
No, that's not. I just want this. She was like, I was thinking, you know what else we could do? But she's always thinking of things to make it better, and she always makes whatever idea you have on your cake, she build on it, and it be even doper than what you could imagine.
It's a collaboration.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Collaboration. And I wanted to encourage entrepreneurs. I wanted to bring up a particular example of when one door closes, another one opens. I remember as a child watching TV when you go to different places. Let's say, for example, a bakery. You didn't see Black people there. If you saw an event planner on a television show, you didn't see an event planner. But now, that's all you see are Black folks as event planners, bakers, photographers, stylists. We totally took over an industry. Keep that in mind. We took over an entire industry. I'm trying to think of one of the famous white event planners. I can't think. It was
Martha Stewart. Oh no, she's not.
Betty Boo Boo. She wasn't hiring Black folks, and if she did hire Black folks, she hired one Black person, and she hired that one Black person for like 50 years. you know, what we did was we created an entire industry based on what we enjoy doing. And I think that we should look toward the event industry as a standard of what we can do for ourselves. It's not just the
Yeah.
DJ and the hairstylist anymore that we go to. We go to people for insurance. It's not just the nails. We have our own bartenders, not just in the bar. If you have a function at your home, you hire a bartender. Cook coquitos. You don't have to have it just at the holiday. I have a coquito person that I go to just when I want my own coquito. We have to think. It's
Kiki,
like
I hope you're thinking of something to do your own business with. But I hope you brainstorm and getting all these ideas.
Yeah, because it's a way of making lemonade out of lemons, right? That's what the saying is?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Because, okay, so they wouldn't hire you. You went to 30 different companies. This is what you want to do. No one wants to hire you. So guess what? Do it yourself. Do it yourself.
Absolutely.
You hire your friends. You hire your friends' kids. It builds a particular web. And I don't think people are really recognizing that web that we can create for ourselves to the point where we don't have to go begging to someone else who's going to look down on us just because they feel like it or whatever reason they come up with.
You gotta break into generational curses.
Right. And we can do it. We can do it. Fatima came to me
Absolutely.
as a referral. And
look at all these people you got behind that.
Right. And I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful for that.
But she still don't give me no discount. She be like, every $800. I'm like, what the
As she should. As she should.
You ask Gucci for a discount. You got a whole bunch of Gucci. Do you ask Nike for a
stick to
discount?
your no discount. I'm a fan believer.
Yeah,
of
no,
it.
I
You
want
Yes.
want
one.
to
That's the
different.
thing when we know people, we think we want a discount. No, that's still how she getting her money. So I'm playing, y'all. Don't be thinking y'all supposed to get discounts from y'all friends. That is still their business.
That's why we
money.
lagging behind.
Yes.
But she don't have to charge me $800 though. I'm gonna stick to that. All right, $7.99.
Right. $7.95. $7.95.
Let me give you a few pointers for entrepreneurs, okay? I want you all to remember what I just said about the web. You know, we can create our own industry. It doesn't, and at the time, you're not even thinking that it's an industry, but you're building an industry because if I'm a cake baker, okay, I may know a DJ that I can refer. I may know a makeup artist that I can refer. I may know a beautician. The same thing, right? Hairstylist, beautician.
Yeah.
I may know a stylist. I may know a minister, whatever. You know,
what they call that? A makeup artist. MIU? Oh no, MIA. MUA. Makeup artist. Yeah, that's what they call it now.
Oh, okay. MUA.
Yeah. Makeup artists and beauticians, they two different things. I'm just saying. They don't say makeup artists no more. They say,
what they say?
MUAs, right? Makeup.
I don't wear makeup, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't wear makeup. I'm like, I don't know. I don't wear makeup. I would just say makeup.
Well, you
Yeah,
won't
it's just abbreviation for it.
You hit the point.
That's just
All
the
right.
acronym.
So, as an entrepreneur and even everyday life, I want you to own your light. Acknowledge that you're great. Acknowledge what you can do well. Don't focus on what you don't do well. Focus on what you do well and build upon that. Recognize your value. You are valuable and you can tell. If you're not valuable, no one wants to mess with you. Period. That's it. Follow your passions. They usually lead to a money-making idea. I think about Play-Doh. I always refer to Play-Doh. As a kid, I wanted Play-Doh my mother wouldn't let me have Play-Doh.
Why?
Because she didn't want to clean it up.
We're gonna get in that to next show. But our mothers. Why? Why would you let that kid play with Play-Doh?
They don't understand.
Play-Doh is so messy. I agree with her. Precisely,
I agree with
driving
her
nuts
too.
with it. It gets into everything and you can't clean it off. I agree. And I used to always say couldn't get it, and then I stopped getting it. But how do
Kiki don't know nothing about that because Kiki said I did what I wanted to do. Because Kiki Paris is old, so like, let me stop messing with her. But she get to do whatever she wanted to do. And when she didn't, and when they told her no, I tried to help her. Like, oh, shout out to Kiki. Kiki can wear weaves and stuff now, because you know they didn't let her do that. I be advocating for her. I be like,
in junior high school.
that's what I had to tell her parents. Like, yo, y'all can't do this to her.
My mother was putting them in my head.
And hold on, Kiki. Zoom in right now. Show them the baby here, because you know her baby here be on fleek. It's mute.
I tried today. I ran out of extra.
Oh, honey.
I did a little something.
Honey, baby girl be coming through. Okay, she would spend 40 minutes doing that baby here. Okay,
That could be a business.
you see her baby here from down the street.
All right, ladies, I'm about to get off. Y'all have a good night. Thank you,
Thank
Fatima.
you,
It's a
P.
pleasure.
Appreciate
Good
ya.
night, ladies.
Good night.
Okay.
I just have a few
Thank you,
more.
Ayana. Ayana came back.
And I did make one vow to myself, and I think everyone should do this. Buy from at least one Black entrepreneur a month, not just the hairstylist and the nail technician. Okay, it's very important to spread the wealth, and that's how we build wealth amongst each other. Make everything that happens an opportunity. You never know, you know. I'm very shy. I don't speak to people.
You're doing well good right now. Isn't she, ladies?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. But learn to recognize.
Hi, everybody on
an
Instagram
opportunity.
that's joining now.
Learn to recognize an opportunity and learn how to make something into an opportunity. And as you go along in your daily, you know, your life, whatever, your day, think to yourself, when you have your business, is this going to further my business endeavors or no? And Kiki, I want you to keep that in mind. You know, is this going to take me to where I want to be or no? Is it going to be a hindrance or not? You know, and that's how we have to think. And I think it's very important to propel ourselves to where we want to be, because we can't necessarily rely on someone else. So just keep that in mind.
Hold on, Kiki. Unmute your thing. All this stuff, all these questions we asked, I never asked you. What exactly do you want to be when you grow up?
I'm between a dancer or a math teacher.
Oh, okay, that's why math is her favorite.
Math teacher.
Ayana said like she's gonna be a professor.
Right, you can do both.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. You could do both. You see, Ayana, she's a dance teacher. She said math. What favorite? What do you have a specific math that you like the best?
All algebra, geometry, doesn't matter.
Love it.
But you see what she just now said, Kiki. Don't even limit yourself. You know, you hear all of these ladies. All of these ladies have multiple streams of income, and they do it from one area to the next. So you can just don't pick one career. I just want to be this, so just do that. You see, this is living example right here, and that you could be everything that you want to be.
Absolutely.
You don't have to make a choice and say just this.
Yeah.
Multiple incomes are very important, and I think that needs to be stressed upon also. We need multiple streams of incomes in our lives, not just the husband and wife. We have to think beyond that. We all need multiple streams of income, because you never know when one might drop off.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And then, you know, you need your hair and nails, you know, budget.
And when you know, when your big cousin get old, she needs to go borrow some money. So I need you to be rich. You know what I'm saying? So I can be like, you remember me? You remember me?
Kiki, she's setting you up right now, Kiki. She's setting you up.
Yes,
I think that is so important. I think the biggest thing when you should walk away from this also is being purposeful, right? What is the purpose behind it? Like, why are you doing what you're doing, and who are you, and what is the purpose of you being you? And that's so important, because a lot of times people don't do things with a purpose.
Yes.
And that's so important to walk away with knowing what is my purpose, and if I'm living in my purpose.
Yes,
And
it's not always about the money.
Yeah,
that's
it's
what I was
definitely
going to
not.
say. And we, although it's multiple streams of income, it's not all about money. It's all about doing what makes you happy. And sometimes doing what makes you happy, it may be slow money, but eventually be, reach to the levels that you want to, or even if it doesn't reach to the levels that you always wanted to be, if you doing something that you enjoy doing. Let's not emphasize on the money. It's not always about the money. No matter what society tell you, it's not all about the money. It's about, being productive, happy, positive, doing what you got a passion to do. And sometimes your passion may not be something in the field that's very lucrative. Right. You gotta do what makes you happy.
But find something that you're passionate about that's gonna earn you some money. It can work.
Because it might not even be in your degree. I could tell you a perfect story is I went to grad school, I went to undergrad and grad school, and I'm not using that degree, right? And not that I chose not to, because I found something else that I love and that I enjoy. And ultimately it helped me with my non-for-profit, which I was passionate about. So again, you can go to school and you can be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to get these degrees in math because I'm with you on that with the math thing, right? But then I found something else that I love. And it's okay to say, you know what? Yes, I went to a lot of years of school and my parents was like, why are you stopping teaching and why are you doing this? But I found something that I liked more, right? And I make more money doing it, right? And so I didn't go to school to typically learn. I applied school, but I found something that I love. And when you do things that you love, you work harder at being greater at it. Yeah. And then you become that person that everybody comes to. So I just want you to keep that in mind too, as you think about your future, to finding that thing that you love. Don't look at the dollar, because you'll make the money work for you because you love what you do, and it's going to flip that money in return, because you're going to get promoted, you're going to grow, you're going to, exceed in that area. But if you don't love it, you're going to be miserable. And
Kiki, I know it may seem like you have a whole lifetime ahead of you, but you do. But this is the time that you got to start thinking about what is it that you want to do when you finish high school. So, these are all great ideas. These are great women, amazing women that's doing a lot of things. You could think about some of this. Think about, this is the time to be thinking about your future. Before you know it, you just started high school. But before you know it, you're going to be graduating from high school.
And you're going to be like, oh my God, what I want to do now?
Where time go?
Right. Yeah. You're like, I was just a freshman.
I'm always trying new things. I'm getting into singing, songwriting, doing nails, hair. I did these myself. So
it's
I'm always trying new things.
Simone, hold on. We might have a customer for you. Simone is growing her hair 2 more inches because she wants some braids. Simone, Kiki said she's doing braids now. Holla at my cuz.
But you know what? You can even start barking in that business now while you're in high school. You got kids, right? And
that was my first business. As a kid, I used to braid hair.
Me too. When I went away to college, I did that right in my dorm room. Yana Bell still exists.
So it's like,
that like it was some shit.
Right. Like, how do you become a change you want to see very well in your high school? And if it's doing braids, how about do somebody here and have a conversation with them, right? Like, hey girl, you don't gotta be like that. You could be who you want to be, right? So you're affecting change by living out your passion and your purpose. So it don't gotta wait till you get out of school. You can start that now. Like, hey girl, can I try doing your hair? I just started. Do you mind? It might be a freebie, but you don't know what you're gonna walk away with that effect you're gonna have.
Well, you can practice on Gina. Gina, you volunteer.
She said that she was gonna let me try, but she said I take too long to do it.
Oh, come on, Gina. You gotta respect the process, okay? If her own mother would not let her be the guinea pig, come on now. You have to do that.
I can't.
Everything in life.
Don't listen. I said she could do my hair.
So is there anything that you would like to ask anybody on the panel that you retained all the information? Is there anything you would like to ask anybody, Kiki?
No, not really. I think I took in a lot of the information that they've given.
Okay, so let me say something. Ayana, you can help me out on this. I know that's one of the key things to when you're on an interview. Don't they say that it's always, they be like, if there's anything that you want to ask me, you never end off with no. You always find something that you want to ask them.
Be prepared. Always be prepared.
This is what you
do. Always make sure that anytime you go on an interview, or even if you have a mentor and you're going to meet with them, make sure that you think about, before you go with them, 3 questions that you want to ask them. And it should be 1, to make them talk about what they're doing, because that's going to show that you're engaged and that you're interested. And then 2, something you want to learn from them. And then 3, something maybe that you want to share with them that they didn't ask you during the interview. And that could be, again, it doesn't have to necessarily be a job interview. It could be a volunteer experience, but those are the 3 things. A question that's going to get them talking about them and the and the job. And then 2, a question that you're going to learn about the job or the experience or the person. And then 3, you want to make sure that you have something in your bank that you can share about yourself that they didn't ask you. They're not going to ask you everything. So you want to highlight, and we call it bragging on yourself, but you brag in a professional way. So those 3 tips.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, do you have anything you want to ask us?
Like, not right now, next time.
Don't put you on the spot. Don't ask me nothing, because you already know everything about me. You got to pick one of these girls. You got to ask them something.
I would ask, what's the best way to get your business started? And once you've started it, how do you spread it more?
That's an excellent question.
A good question.
So which one of you ladies want to answer that?
Well, Nikki told her, just do it.
Listen, Sheeta in there talking about give her some time to think. Listen, none of us don't play about PC. None of us don't play. The whole team on there like, give her some time. We don't play.
Tip. So if you start in a business, the first thing you want to do is brainstorm about what the type of business it is. Again, like we said, make sure you're doing something that you're passionate about, but not only passionate about it. Again, you want to still be strategic about whatever that business is. Is this passion project going to make me a living? Because yeah, we want to do good and everything, but if we can match our passion with profits, that would be amazing. So write down a few things that the first step would be to write down things that you would do, that you could do for free, that you would do for free. Meaning that you love this so much that you wouldn't mind not getting paid for it, because that's going to tell you that you're passionate about it, and it could be your purposeful project. And then say, well, with this passion project, could this earn me some money? And then you want to write out strategies on how that can earn you money, whether it's one-on-one interactions, group activities, internet activities, if you're doing tutorials, whatever that is. And then the third thing is, you asked about how to get it started. Just put it out there. Whatever it is, you have all the social media. The internet is your friend. Find all the places where your audience is. So if your audience is youth, they're not on Facebook, right? They're on Twitch, they're on Snapchat, probably not even anymore, but wherever they are, wherever.
Isn't that another thing? Robo? What is the other thing that the kids be on now?
I don't know. It's a lot of them, but
the one that you gotta buy. You remember you was telling me about what is it? Robux?
Oh,
I don't
Roblox.
know.
Roblox. But wherever they are, find where your audience is and market your business to them. Right. And then you put it out there. Whether you think it's good or not, your audience is gonna let you know. So don't be afraid to put it out there. Whatever the business, even if it's just an idea, you can test the market by saying, hey, if I started braiding hair, how many of y'all would sign up? Something like that, and see who responds. Yeah. Yep, that's called, what is that called? What kind of marketing is that?
You could do like a poll. Like you can poll.
A poll, yeah, exactly. You can poll, and you'll see, because your audience is going to tell you if it's good or not. So those are the 3 tips that I have. And don't be afraid of whatever it is. Just put it out there. Do it.
Yeah. I want to say something real quick to go to intervene with.
Yeah, you froze on the Facebook one.
I'm the only one froze though, right?
Yeah, you are.
I don't know what's that about. One thing that Ayana said to me that is very important: do not be afraid to fail. Most of the successfulest people had learned from their failure. You know, a lot of people fail at stuff and they get discouraged. No, don't ever. If you let's say you do somebody here and they don't like it, you don't let that discourage you. That encourage you to, you know what? Let me get better.
Yeah.
Those who don't fail have never tried. I think that's like a Mandela quote or something like that.
Yeah.
In order for you to get started, you have to try it. And if you fail, you can't be afraid. And if you don't ever try anything, you're never gonna know if you're gonna be successful at that or not. Most successful people that you see, this is not their first time. They done failed over 1,000,000 times, 100 times.
Right.
Google the big sharks. Google Steve Jobs. Google Oprah. All the people who have arrived. They did not just show up. There is no such thing as an overnight success. I mean, with Instagram and all that stuff, some people do like go viral and stuff like that, but that's not typical. And even that, they've been making videos before that, probably like the 100th video that went viral. So it takes you doing for you to be successful.
Right. And make it memorable.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the most important part, is making it memorable, not just to you, but to others, because that's how you're going to keep going, because you're not going to jump off for success right away. But if you're doing everything and you have a mission statement behind what you're doing, I think it's so important that people know who you are and what's your purpose and what's your mission. So that way they always have something to lean back on to make that impactful. But make it memorable. Make sure, hey, if I touch one person, they're going to remember what I do, because then now they're going to refer you to somebody else. And that's even down to doing braiding, right? You remember the ones who braided your hair well, and you be like, you need your hair braided, go to such and such, because they did their thing with my hair, right? So it's that memorable moment. And it could be just so simple as being pleasant, being polite. That is so different. I don't know why people think when they have their business that they don't think they should be pleasant, they shouldn't be respectful, they shouldn't be kind. Like, kind is clear, right? Be kind to somebody that's coming into your establishment to spend their money or coming to get their hair braided or whatever service you're providing that they're coming to help support. Even if it's somebody that volunteer at my organization, every time you volunteer with me, you walk away with a gift bag. Like you're walking away with a gift, because I appreciate you giving your time to others. So I want you to know, like, I appreciate that from you, right? So always making it memorable. So they're going to remember. You see Fatima pulled out her cup, right? Like they're going to remember what was memorable about that experience they had with you. And it goes back to, now you're going to grow your brand. You're going to be more profitable, because people are going to want to work with you. People are going to want to come to you to spend their money. So always think about that as you're building character. Is what's gonna sustain you.
And I just want to say one last thing.
Right.
Find someone
up, ladies, because I don't know. I think I'm frozen because I don't see. I look frozen to y'all, right?
Yeah, on the Facebook one. Yeah.
Right, but y'all see me on social media. So we're
my
gonna do
last piece of
closing
advice
up.
is to find someone who's doing what you want to do, and whether they be a mentor personally, ask them, say, I like what you're doing and I want to learn from you, or you just study them online. I have so many mentors in my head who I don't know, but I follow them and I interact with them on social media, because they're successful and I want to learn from them. So learning is key. Always.
Hold on, Ayana. Tell her to talk to them too, because don't be weird. They don't just be following people around and studying them.
No, you can't. On Instagram, you could on social media.
Say, do you buy? You don't want to be
like, hey.
No, on social media, I mean, you could follow people, but if you have someone in real life that you look up to, you can shoot them a quick email. Say, I'm interested in learning more about this. Would you mind being my mentor? Now, if you ever ask somebody to be a mentor, make sure that you know that mentorship is a two-way street, okay? And you are in control of that relationship. You have to go with an ask. And when I say ask, you want to be mindful of that person's time. Say, okay, I would like to meet with you 3 times a year for a half an hour. Now, if they say they think that's too short, let them say that. But when you go in small, say, okay, I want to pick your, learn from you. Don't say, make sure that you're adding value, not just going there. Yeah. So, and it's a two-way street. So just remember that.
And mentorship is for adults too. Not just
I have like so many
adults.
Mentors.
I got 4 mentors.
Me too.
Like I got 2 for non-for-profit, and then I got 2 for my regular job. Like you gotta have a mentor that's gonna motivate you, encourage you, and help you get to where you want to go. And don't be scared to ask for it, because it doesn't just mean I'm a teenager and I need a mentor. I could be 40. I need a mentor.
Yes.
You need someone that's gonna give you that information, that's gonna help you get to wherever you need to go, whether it's you want to stay. Yes. Yeah, we still in the Zoom. Oh, you don't hear Ayana? Ayana requesting your request to her on Instagram, Ayana, because she's not on the Zoom anymore.
Oh.
And Kiki too.
All right, so everybody out there, you guys can still stay on the Zoom if y'all want, but I'm gonna wrap it up here, and I'm on the radio station and on Instagram and Facebook. Everybody stay on the Zoom if y'all want, but I'm gonna wrap it up here, and I'm on the radio station and celebration for the month of March. Facebook, everybody. I hope y'all guys enjoy it. The whole show is gonna be saved on my and it's also that's right here. And it's also going to be saved on YouTube. So, y'all go to the Door, which is SIOR Radio on YouTube. So, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And then all of my old shows, and then you will know when it's don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And then all of my old shows, then you will know when the show is uploaded and everything. So this particular show will be uploaded. All the people that's on the channel. That you have that late, you have to go back and look at it. On Instagram, you only see a certain amount of us, but on Zoom, you see all the guests that's on there. So I mean, on YouTube, you're gonna get to see all the guests that a certain amount of us. On Zoom, you see all the guests that's on there. So I mean, on YouTube, you're gonna get to see all the guests that you may have heard, as I knew that was gonna be. A special shout out to our youngest guest, Kiki, for coming through. I hope you feel inspired. And thanks for everybody. I'm sorry, I know I wasn't reading all the comments, or I was reading them, but I wasn't commenting responding to all the comments that was on social media. That you can let everybody hear them saying bye?
Yeah, go ahead. They can hear you now. Go ahead. Guys, say bye. Unmute yourself and say bye to Instagram.
No way that you can let everybody hear them saying bye.
Say it. You gotta say it verbally. Don't wave. Say it.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you. Guys, say bye. Unmute yourself and say bye.
They said good night, everyone.
Good night.
Okay.
All right, so we ending here?
Yeah.
All right, bye, y'all. Have a good night. Thank you, Fatima. Bye, ladies.
Bye. Okay.
Bye.